9 in the morning, my body sprawled across the sofa. Eyelids barely open. Tidim! The television transitions to a black screen with the big red letter N in the center. Remote in one hand, a bucket of popcorn in the other as I surf through the various options. Oh, it's so difficult to decide what to watch, I sigh. The clock races, the time passes. 9 in the night, yet the setting not so different. Except for the fact that I was now leaning on the right-hand side of the sofa instead of the left. This same old story continued on a loop for about 10 days. 10 whole days of telling myself, it's okay, I deserve a break. Morning and night, they were all the same. I was completely wasted. Well, don't blame me. My exams had just gotten over and vacations had just started. So I promised myself to have a little break, which as you could see, did not turn out to be so little. In my defense though, I did begin each day promising that from today I'll start focusing on my studies. A quick spoiler though, that today never came. So, here I am, a 16-year-old racing. Oh no, not through the deadlines of assignments. Rather, the episodes of series. Hello everyone, I am Simone, Kothari, a 10th grader at Fountainhead School. And I believe my after the vacation story is a common experience shared by most ordinary people. Procrastination. We've all been there, haven't we? The devil that we know of, but can't find it in us to vanquish. After my 10-day Netflix marathon, I finally reached the tipping point, an awakening, as some would say. Guilt ate at the fibers of my being, and the question, what was I doing, echoed through my veins. Each day that I could have dedicated towards self-growth, development, and learning new skills, I consciously invested those hours in exploiting my eyes. Not to mention, I was entering the 10th grade. I was going to appear for my board examinations this year. And if this was going to be the level of my seriousness towards studies, then I was done for. It's not that I was unaware of these missing outs. While I binged, I chose to procrastinate even when I knew the consequences. Isn't it bizarre how we dig our own graves? But why? Why do we put something off, feel guilty about it, promise to do better, and then do the exact same thing all over again? Blah, 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 blah. Who am I to lecture you about something that even I struggle with? Well, it is the irony of life, the hypocrisy of this generation and the generations before us. We ask others to do what we ourselves cannot. So, here I am, a recovering victim of the pandemic that has plagued this entire world for many a millennia. Procrastination. Let's break it down and understand the various factors associated with this phenomenon. First and foremost, our comfort zones. A comfort zone is a place where we feel safe and secure. The absence of fear of failure and anxiety in these zones coerce us into choosing our comfort over the discomfort of fulfilling our tasks. Needless to say, the release of dopamine while scrolling through reels or binge watching a series, it becomes irresistible. And so, in the end, we choose to procrastinate. Second, self-doubt and pressure. Now, some people in the pursuit of perfection, they start doubting their capabilities. They feel incompetent and they pressurize themselves. As soon as self-doubt kicks in, the brain views the entire task as a threat. Alert, 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 triggering stress and avoidance. And so, pushing off the entire to-do list appears as an easy way out of the brutal self-introspection. Procrastination wins yet again. Procrastination 2, action 0. Third, the wait for motivation. And then there's the other half of the people who look for excuses. They say they need to get themselves motivated in order to beat procrastination. So they review strategies and watch videos so that they can beat procrastination. But what they fail to realize is that motivation is like an essence stick. It only lasts for a few minutes. And so, in the end, down the line, it is you, alone, all over again with procrastination. Procrastination scores there again. Procrastination 3, action 0. Woohoo! Procrastination is on a winning streak, while action still warming up on the bench. Oh man, how can action improve its offense then? Before we further break down action's game plan, I want each and every one of you to imagine. Imagine a car stuck in the mud. The more you accelerate, the deeper the wheels sink inside the mud. This is exactly what procrastination does. It traps you in place. This is also known as the phenomena of repeating, doing the same thing over and over again, staying stuck in the same cycle and only digging yourself into a deeper rut. To get the wheel to move forward, you need to change your approach. You need to evolve. Maybe you try pushing the car from a different angle or place wooden planks under the wheels for traction. It's about breaking the cycle, finding the new solution, and finally getting the wheel to move forward. To make it more realistic and scale it down, all of us, we are the wheels in our lives. It's on us, whether we choose to evolve or to repeat. The more we procrastinate, the harder it becomes for us to start. But once we break that initial barrier, the momentum builds. Think about it. Life is fleeting. Opportunities don't last forever. So the tasks that you keep delaying, those dreams that you keep putting on hold, they don't wait for you. They slowly fade away and transcend into a life of what could have been. Now, some of you here would expect a series of solutions that I will propose to battle procrastination. But honestly, it's the same title, the same old story that you'll hear on every other website, on every other YouTube video. Make a timetable, list your short-term, long-term goals, do this, do that. But all of these solutions, they're completely meaningless unless you, my friend, you don't start. So simply whining about procrastination being a bad habit that you can't get rid of is not going to get you anywhere. The only way to beat procrastination is to start. Start that homework that is due tomorrow. Finish that assignment that you haven't yet started. Turn in that project that you're yet to. Just begin, and motivation will eventually accompany you. If nothing works, guilt trip yourself. Trust me, that works. Imagine sitting years from now reflecting back on this moment. Thinking about how your life would have turned out differently had you taken the first step. Would you have become more successful, achieved more goals, become more prosperous? Procrastination. A choice that you willingly, consciously made robs you of all of these chances. Life is short. Opportunities don't last forever, and simply waiting for the right time is just another form of avoiding action. The more you delay, the more you regret, and the deeper you sink into the cycle of repetition. Don't let procrastination be the cause of your missed potential. Act now before it's too late. Seize the day, my friend. And as for me, well, I finally decided to finish that movie. Oh, but that is only if I study first. Thank you.